Hello everyone. Welcome back to Learn Now, your learning partner. In this video we will learn not null constraints in depth. What are not null constraints? A not null constraint is a rule that specifies that a column in a table must contain a value. It is used to ensure that a column cannot have null values, which are unknown or missing values. If a column is defined as not null, then any attempt to insert a null value into that column will result in an error. The syntax for creating a not null constraint. In this syntax, the not null constraint is specified after the data type for the column. This tells the database to reject any attempts to insert null values into that column. Purpose of not null constraints. The purpose of not null constraints is to ensure data integrity. By requiring that a column have a value, we can prevent errors and inconsistencies in the data. For example, if we have a table of customer information, we might want to ensure that each customer has a valid email address. By using a not null constraint on the email column, we can ensure that the email address is always present and valid. Let's look at some examples of how not null constraints can be used. Suppose we have a table of employee information, including their names and salaries. We might use the following SQL code to create the table. In this example, we have used the not null constraint to ensure that each column has a value except salary. The ID and name column is required, but salary column is not required. By using the not null constraint, we can ensure that the data in this table is always complete and accurate. As you can see, table is created. Now we will insert a record. Scenario 1, we will insert all column values. As we can see, data is inserted successfully. Scenario 2, we will insert only first two column values whose values is set to not null. As we can see, data is inserted successfully. Scenario 3, we will insert only first column values whose values is set to not null, and on second column we will not pass the value whose values is set to not null. As we can see, data is not inserted. An error is thrown because we have set second column not null. So in this way, not null constraints helps us to avoid inconsistency of data and ensure that our database is always accurate and reliable. Thank you for watching, and we hope this video has been helpful in understanding not null constraints in SQL. I'll see you in the next one.